NASA stereo image center with the two satellite cameras going around the sun about the 19th of January 2010 to the 26th of January 2010. At that point you see the images start to get more grainy and pixelated as the sort of cover-up job begins. Big ships orbiting the sun. You can see one on the north pole of the sun. It's a huge thing. You can't argue that that's pixel junk or compression artifacts or whatever. It quite clearly is a big ship, and it must be 10 times the size of the Earth, size of Jupiter maybe, or huge thing. And maybe ships that travel through the sun, because we've got them travelling in and out of the sun, going to warp through the star's heart and stuff like that. You might find that that ship has come from another part of the universe where the atoms are much bigger. So maybe perhaps that something that size is maybe not really that size when it's downscales. It's maybe soaking up the sun's rays at the moment, taking on board its photons and energies, and is starting to sort of shrink. You know, you might find that these ships are there around the sun's orbit normalizing, so they get their atomic ratios back for this part of the universe. Mind you, that might not be the case. It might be that there are just massive machine civilizations living out in planet-sized space stations just like that one. I mean, it's huge. It's quite obviously not a comet or something. You can see the metallic design. You can see the design on it. It's like a burger, in fact, isn't it? It's like a McDonald's burger or a Burger King Whopper, something like that. So a flying Burger King has just turned up, and the sun has been covered in this kind of stuff. I mean, people are making images out of it that they're all kind of lens artifacts, and you see all the usual spooks and intel agents are all making crunchy images. But I mean, that you look at that is absolutely not. You look at that, you know that is not a pixel artifact. It's quite clearly got structure. It's quite clearly got nothing to do with it. It's not a rock, and it's huge. What is it? It's a massive ship. As I say, it maybe is soaking up the sun's rays so it can shrink back down to normal size, but don't know. I mean, it's just a big thing. Look at it. That is, you can see it's designed. You can see it's designed. It's a artificial. Would be the adjective you'd use for that. It's artificially designed. Now, elsewhere on the sun, this is about the 25th of January 2010. There's this, it looks like a sort of blue bottle just sort of sitting there, a housefly. It's not a housefly though, because when you look up real close you say, well, maybe it's a sunspot, but no, it's triangular. You see, so, oh, what's that triangle? Maybe it's a camera lens compression artifact. Well, it looks a bit dodgy, maybe it's a bit grainy, it's a bit pixelated, but from other days, from other angles, you know, it's obviously been sitting there over the period of a week. They all have all these images, and you can see that it's like it's a ship in 3 parts. It really does look like a spaceship. To all intents and purposes, it's got a very 3-dimensional look. It looks like a spaceship to all intents and purposes. That one big spaceship. Now that makes, in this collection that I've got, there are 3 big spaceships, but and other photographs that I cannot access because NASA have now taken them off or made them inaccessible. There are others, and people have been picking these up, but these are the few that I think couldn't be brushed off.